Hello gentle friends, my name is Gina Dominique and I hope that you're having an absolutely amazing day so far. Today we are back again with an old friend, the Fjallraven Farden 40-liter carry-on travel backpack. And the reason why I want to make another video about this bag is because we have gotten to know each other at this point. We have gone on a few adventures together. I have a better feel for how its different features work for me, and I feel like I can present a better and more thorough picture to you of how this bag might fit into your travel situations. So we are going to be talking features and specs. I'm going to be packing the bag. I'm even inviting a packing cube to this party. And I'm also going to address some concerns and questions that I have seen people bring up about this bag. So I really hope that this is a useful video for you. And without further ado, let us get into the bag. Starting out with the basics, the features and specs. I will pop a little info graphic onto the screen, and I will also read out to you the specifications. We have a height of 55 centimeters, a width of 35 centimeters, a depth of 23 centimeters, and a stated volume of 42 liters. The weight of this bag is 1,360 grams, which is about 3 pounds. And the reason that all of that is important is because I have seen people talk about this bag being heavy, but when you factor in its size, it's actually a very good weight. So I want to just quickly compare the specs of two other bags that I was considering purchasing before buying this bag so that you can get an idea of how they stack up. The Air Travel Pack 3 has a height of 54.5 centimeters, a width of 33 centimeters, and a depth of 23 centimeters. It has a stated volume of 35 liters, and it weighs 4.12 pounds. And that is also without a hip belt, mind you. So it is a full pound and some change heavier while having a smaller volume. Next bag I was looking at is the Tortuga Light, and that is 55 centimeters tall by 35 centimeters wide by 20 centimeters deep, has a stated volume of 40 liters, and it weighs 3.5 pounds. Now that is with a hip belt, but just to demonstrate that the Farden has a higher stated capacity, and unfortunately that is what we have to go off of because I don't have those two other bags in my possession to do some sort of scientific experiment with to actually compare the volume, but essentially you're getting more volume for less weight with the Farden, which was very important to me when I was making this purchasing decision. First very nifty feature of the Farden, it comes with a matching sling bag, and it has an adjustable strap and then just one zippered pocket with some smaller pockets inside that you can just slide items into. And then it has a little hook that you can clip your keys to, or if you have like a hand sanitizer with a little keychain thing, you could hook that on there. The way I like to use this is for snacks. So granola bars fit really well in here, or those packets of trail mix or gummies, things like that. There are obviously a bunch of different uses you could find for this, but I think it's a very nice little complement to the bag. It is now time for the main event. This is the Fjallraven Farden Backpack. And don't you worry, you'll be getting the nice overhead view that you are craving. But first, I just want to go over some of the features on the exterior of this amazing bag. Starting up front, I have added a carabiner. This didn't come with the bag, but I think it looks rather nice, the complementary green action. And you could hook a bunch of those onto all of these loops. You could even do the bungee cords with hooks on either end, do like a crisscross thing, stick a jacket through them. You can do a lot with the front of this bag. Hang a hat, a wet raincoat, dirty flip-flops, you're covered. Moving around to the side of the bag, you have a water bottle pocket, stretchy. I have a 24-liter Stanley that I put in here. So it does accommodate a pretty decently sized water bottle. You also have the compression straps with this lovely little piece of elastic to keep the ends from flopping around, which is very nice. And I will point out though that the compression straps only go from the back of the bag to the front of the main compartment. So if you do have a jacket or something stashed in this front pocket, it's not going to get the benefit of that compression. That's just something to bear in mind. On the other side of the bag, you have a handle in case you want to get your briefcase carry on. And at the top, of course, you have two handles for grasping this bag. In the back, you have some standard features. You have your load lifters, nice padded straps, padded back, and the good old-fashioned luggage pass-through if you are pairing this with a roller bag. One of the criticisms that comes up a lot with this bag is its lack of a hip belt. Now, I will say I have not missed it yet. However, I haven't gone on super long excursions where this bag has been very heavy, so maybe that's why. But stay with me. What this bag does have is two loops on the bottom here, and same thing on the other side here. So you can actually purchase a hip belt. I've seen them on Amazon, probably plenty of other places too, and attach it to this bag to give you the benefit of that weight distribution mechanism. And of course, you are still entitled to feel however you want to feel about the fact that a hip belt does not come standard with this bag. All I'm saying is, where there's a will, there's a way. Now, up top here, you do have this pocket with the nice felt padding that people always seem to say you can put your sunglasses in. Please don't just put your naked sunglasses in this pocket, because you're gonna lean on it, you're gonna set something down, it's gonna fall on its head, and there go your sunglasses, okay? As a serial smasher of sunglasses, I implore you, please use a case. One fits, I'll even show you later. One does fit. I personally like to put my little bits and bobs type of work items in that pocket so that they're all stuck together, including I have a little glasses cleaning cloth in a case, my adapter that has various, like an HDMI port, USB ports, and my YubiKey, which is a hardware multi-factor authentication key, if you're not familiar with that. Just all those kind of little items I find fit very nicely in that top pocket, and they're very quick and accessible for me to scoop out when I need to do work activities. Which of course brings me to the laptop pocket. It is padded on both sides as is standard, and there is actually an extra, this isn't padded, but it is just a little divider, which is kind of nice, especially because I do occasionally have a need to travel with both my work laptop and my personal laptop, so the two of them can just get a little bit of personal space that way. All right, I think that does it for the outside of the bag, so let me work some camera magic so that we can get a nice shot for the interior of the bag. Here we have the main compartment of the bag. I don't have a banana for scale, so here's a PlayStation 5 controller. It's also pretty deep. There's a lot of good space on this side. Over on this side of the bag, you have two zippered compartments. This first one I find is a good spot to keep things like my undergarments, tights, bathing suits, smaller clothing items like that. And then this entire side opens up. And on this side, I find I like to keep a purse or whatever kind of everyday carry bag I'm bringing with me. This Levi's mini backpack, as you can see, fits pretty well over here. Now, I did promise to confirm that a glasses case can fit in that top pocket. So let's do that. You can see where it kind of protrudes into the main compartment here. And as you can see, my sunglasses are safe and sound. There is also a front pocket to this bag. And it doesn't open full clamshell, but it does extend all the way to the bottom of the bag. There's a front pocket here that has another little hook if you want to put your keys in there, or hand sanitizer, or just a cute keychain for kicks and giggles. I usually put my smaller bag of liquids in here so that I know right where it is and I can really easily pull it out when I'm going through security. Then we have two pockets here and here. There's no zippers on these and they're not elastic or anything. You can just slide something into them. As you can see, I like to keep Band-Aids in this one. And finally, a zipper pocket right here that I find is nice for keeping my laptop chargers or my makeup bag if I'm not bringing both laptops. Again, you can really figure out whatever it is that you want to put in there. All right, as promised, let's do some packing. Now, the thing is, I'm not actually going anywhere right now. I'm just doing this for you. So it's not going to be an entirely realistic pack in that I'm not going to be showing you every item of clothing that I'm wearing, every makeup item that I'm taking, etc. But I will show you generally how I pack out this bag when I pack it. So let's actually start with the front compartment. As I mentioned before, I like to take my liquids and put them in this pocket. Now, again, is this giant lotion going to fly? See what I did there? No, absolutely not. But just to give you an idea of the size of my liquids bag when it's packed with stuff. In it goes. I have the Band-Aids on this side, you may recall, and I'm going to slip my phone in there also. In this other pocket, I have my face wipes, and let's put my passport in there as well. In this pocket right here, we're going to slide my Kindle Paperwhite. And to finish off this front pocket, let's take the GoPro box for the camera that you're on right now and slide it all the way down to the bottom. And this is the pouch for the microphones. Again, if you're on the mic, but if I was packing it up, and you can see those two items fit below these pockets here, and we can close her up. Moving into the main compartment, like I said, I would keep underwear here. Here's a bra from the Gap, by the way, very comfy. And I don't normally fold my underwear, to be honest, but let's pretend for the sake of this video that I do. Obviously, if I was really going away, there would be a lot more and they would all be stuffed in there. I've done it before, I know it's possible, but for the purpose of this demonstration, you get the idea. In here, now you can kind of see how these pockets start eating away at the available space in here, but we can still get our everyday carry bag to fit. Now our main compartment. These are brand new flip-flops. I haven't worn them yet, so they are clean. We'll put them here. Now I would like to introduce our special guest, the Peak Design Compressible Packing Cube in size medium. Since I'm not going away on an actual trip, I'm not going to be packing this with actual outfits for a journey. Instead, I'm gonna see how many pairs of sweatpants I can fit in here. I am extremely impressed. I really did not think that that was going to happen. Blown away. Good work, Peak Design. All right, let's see if we can zip it up, because at this point we still have a pretty chunky compression packing cube and a little bit of volume in the side of the bag to worry about. Oh. We're also going to put our toiletry bag in here. I am impressed, but we're not done yet. We still have the laptop compartment. So let us slide our laptop Ooh. All right, a little bit tricky to get in when the rest of the bag is packed, but that's okay. We saw that coming and it still fit. Do we think we can get the scribe in there too? Preferably without bending it. Let's find out. Success, we did it. The bag is packed, and I would say that there's still some room. Now, up top, if we're not taking our sunglasses, if we're taking our AirPods, a charger, an adapter, and something with which to clean our glasses, we can absolutely do that. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I have not actually used that packing cube out in the wild yet, and I am so impressed, not just with how well it packs up, but also how well it fits in this bag specifically. So I'm really excited to take it on an actual trip now. Anyway, I hope that this has been a useful video and that you now have a better idea of how this bag might fit into your next adventure. And I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful week. Goodbye, gentle friends.